Ebonyans are happy with what His Excellency, the Governor of Ebonyi State, Engineer David Umahi, the apostle of infrastructural development in the whole of West Africa, is doing. Ebonyi State, this God-given state. Before now, we used to have a lot of accidents, collision of vehicles within the what we used to call the Spera Indo Junction and the Presco Junction. But when His Excellency came on board, we saw that the Ebonyans and the Nigerians were losing their lives in those locations. And quickly, 2016, shortly 6 months into the administration, gave a contract for the construction of their Canadian flyover and Dr. Ofianwale flyover. Canadian flyover is 7-span flyover with a retaining wall spanning over 400 meters on both sides. It's actually a twin flyover bridge with aesthetics like water fountains underneath and ancillary roads, adorning the area. So lives are saved by these flyovers. Lives are saved. That flyover there is 21 spans, with a little retaining wall by one flange, and with another very big, mighty fountain under it. And under that area, you can see, every time you see people sitting there to relax, enjoy the serenity of the weather and of the city. With ornamental lights, it's a very fine, it is strategically located because as you're entering into the city, you meet this flyover, you begin to appreciate, the city. His Excellency did well there and they were happy. And moving to the Excellency, took over to build and remodel the international market. Decided to build another flyover there. That flyover is 23-span bridge, double twin flyover, spanning over 730 meters. Is one of the best flyovers built in this city. We moved again to build the Buhari flyover. The Buhari flyover is a flyover that is built to empty into the shopping mall, the community center built by this government. Because of the busy nature of that road, that traffic road, especially in the evening hours, the morning and evening hours, we had to build the Buhari flyover and equally attached a glass tunnel to it. So it is two contracts. One was built by another contractor, that is the Buhari flyover. The foundation stone of that flyover was laid by His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari and was completed within 1 year. And the glass tunnel is one of the the best area anyone can stay, in the evening to have a glass of wine, maybe after work, to ease stress. So we equally moved to conclude in the first tenure of His Excellency the Governor on building another flyover at the Abomege Junction. The flyover at Abomege Junction is 18-span flyover, close to our boundary with the Cross River. And the flyover was still one of the best today, with ornamental lights like other ones, with aesthetics. From last year, His Excellency began to build other series of flyover. I think actually he's a flyover ring governor. And that should be his new name, flyover ring governor. Anybody that calls him that is not making mistake. Actually, the one built in Izambo Junction, in this from 2019 to date, is 99% completed. And we're doing another 20-span flyover at Nkalagu Junction, twin flyover bridge at Nkalagu Junction. All the flyovers built by His Excellency the Governor, in exception of the Abomege flyover, are all twin flyover bridges. Twin flyover, and none is less than 600. They are moved from 630 to 830 meters stretch. We have completed 7 flyover bridges, twin flyover bridges and 1 single lane flyover bridge, and we are doing another 6 now. And we have commenced, the foundation for the airport flyover bridge. We have equally the one in Ofukuru in Uburu, Ofukuru Junction in Uburu is about 80% completed. We have another one in Eda, Afiko South local government. That one has just commenced, like the airport one. I would believe that before the close of 2021, these 2 flyovers will be completed. The people are actually happy. His Excellency is doing well. These are done within 5 years. We all should applaud His Excellency, the Governor of Ebonyi State, who is actually the master of infrastructure development in Africa.
The usual traffic congestion, accidents and incessant vehicular jams and damages are drastically being reduced. This is because the distinguished engineer and people's passionate but unassuming leader, Governor David Umahi, has not only constructed the initial flyovers of his inaugural pronouncement at the Dr. Ofianwale Junction, Presco, the Akoniben Federal Highway Junction, and the St. Margaret Umahi International Highway Junction, but also completed the Abomege Afipo Cross River Enugu flyovers and has more to his credit. In all, Governor Mahi's reign of standard flyover bridges in Ebonyi State, salt of the nation, has gotten to a total number of 15 and still counting. They are Dr. Ofianwale flyover with a long span of 23 along Abakaliki Enugu Expressway, completed with special designs and ornamental lights. Dr. Akalibiam Roundabout flyover along the Afipo Trans-Saharan Highway, completed 7 span. St. Margaret Umahi International Market Junction Highway flyover, completed 25 span. Abomege flyover, completed 18 span. Senator Dr. Sam Ego Twin flyover at Ijambo Junction, 98% completion, 6 span, with retaining wall of 140 meters both sides. Ibeto flyover at the popular Nkalago Niger-Sem Junction along Abakaliki Enugu Expressway, nearing completion, 20 span. In fact, of a special note in each of these constructed flyovers are the strong base sand filling and recoveries and piling to the existence that the materials embedded underground is much more or equivalent to the uppermost visible constructions of flyover bridges. It is much gratifying to note that the exceptional materials and standard associated with Governor David Umahi in infrastructural development are much more deployed in the constructions of all these flyovers in Ebonyi State. There are more to these, as each of the flyovers in Ebonyi State has exceptional quality and designs representation. A visit to each of the flyovers reveals this. There are also more flyover bridges ongoing, courtesy of Governor David Umahi. These include, but not limited to, the following: Ebonyi International Airport flyover, 21 span. Amasiri flyover in Afikpo North local government area, 17 span. Iyere flyover Eda in Afikpo South local government area, 20 span. Ebonyi State College of Medicine flyover in Uburu, Ohozara local government area, 6 span. Umunaga flyover in Uburu, Ohozara local government area. There are also proposals for the following flyovers in Ebonyi State by Governor David Umahi. Vanko Junction flyover in Abakaliki capital city along Ogoja Afikpo Road. Waterworks Road Junction flyover, Abakaliki Urban. Onweke Junction flyover in Ezza South local government area. Obviously, it is indeed a reign of flyover bridges in Ebonyi State, salt of the nation. It is through the dogged efforts of a God-gifted leader, passionate, Renowned, detribalized, and above all, a positive believer in exceptional quality and the best anybody could offer without discrimination, the Apostle of God, Engineer Chief Dr. David Wenzel Umahi, a leader Ebonians and beyond are well pleased with, a trusted leader par excellence, a man of the people who is always prepared and imbued to do more. He is young, energetic, passionate in service, and gifted, and above all, has the fear of God in leadership. These rare attributes, no doubt, made it realizable for Governor David Wenzel Umahi to live above his inaugural promises, especially in the area of the introduction of beautiful and magnificent flyovers in the state. In fact, during his inaugural pronouncement of the construction of flyovers in the state, the few out of the teeming people that gathered were skeptical of the realization, apparently owing to the lean financial resources and federal allocation accruable to Ebonyi State. But in the governor's position, I came under God's arrangement, and I believe I will realize all I promised to do, but do not ask me how and where, for only God knows. Today, under God's inspirations and grace, these are world-class flyovers in Ebonyi State, in addition to the good network of roads, aesthetics, and most relative security in the state.